Watching
Forgot it worked. Never mind.
Hi,
Craig.
Craig.
Hi, Craig. We're
I'm
probably
gonna
going to
be
delete
at this
this because I
hospital
did
at
not
this time.
expect you to. I
Come
did not
and
expect
kill
that to
me.
work.
I will be under anesthesia from 6 p.m. to
Yeah.
8 p.m. No one will know. If you have a problem with my playing, this is how you can solve it.
Take it
You
into your
think-
own hands.
You think fish takes up too much space? Time to fix it.
Yeah.
Last time on Well Dressed Bones, we had a datathon as our party had hooked up, figuratively, not literally, with the reflections in order to show that Metal was alive and well, although not really, since you have no idea where she is. Where we left off, we had the introduction of Fish that was actually May, and May got some bids. Has got a nice date with Kalor, and Sinner seems upset about it. And now we were just about to introduce our mystery guest, who everyone believes is Metal Vaunt. And as the room starts to quiet as the room starts to quiet, the murmur kind of is settling down as this last bidding happens. This last person coming up on the auction block, so to speak. You see this hooded and robed figure come up on stage, and the announcer says, "We also have a mystery entrant. Please share your name with us." And as this person walks to the front of the stage, takes off her hood and opens her robe, wearing a very nice dress underneath, not flashing the audience. You see Metal Vaunt. Chantilly has redone her hair to be more similar to the last time you saw Metal. Is wearing a dress that you haven't seen Metal wear, but is very much in line with her fashion sense, that you can picture her wearing. She just has transformed in a lot of subtle ways from the Chantilly you've seen and interacted with into a truer representation of Metal Vaunt. And you see the whole crowd kind of gasp and go quiet. Quartet stumbles, trails off in the music. And as Chantilly steps up to the mic, the announcer kind of like backing up, looking between the audience and her, maybe being like, this guy was hired for this event. He's like, something is happening, and I'm not sure what, but people are shocked. As she comes up, she says, I am Metal Vaunt, a former agent of the Sanctuary and Elementalist. And I will not be taking any of your bids, because I am done with you all. As you watch May having made her way back to the seats, Kalor kind of whispering to you, giving you a little kiss on the cheek before going back to her own seat. You're all back together again. You all watch as Sinner comes out from kind of behind the stage. The stage is kind of blocking the main entrance, so he clearly came around from behind the stage. And Chantilly says, many of you seem to be under the impression that I was kidnapped or squirreled away by this man, Sinner Drum. Well, he has brought me back after your condemnation. Sinner looks like mildly confused, but like he's willing to go with it. For I was not kidnapped at all. I left. I have been trapped in your horrible, odious society for long enough, and I am done. Stop looking for me. I reject you all. As you see a figure slowly rising from the audience, Lady Dentel is stepping off to the side and has started whispering to some security personnel and gesturing towards the stage. She says, and there is my aunt, Lady Dentel of the House Dentel. So I will say to you, I am no longer staying in your house. I am no longer a part of your family. I disavow the Dentel name. I disavow the Vaunt name. I disavow all of you. I am done. Fuck you, Aunt Cadence.
And Fish goes, yeah!
Today, I announce that I am breaking my engagement that I was entered into against my will with the Anchorage family through lies, through deceit, through the murder of a sensitive. Feel free to look into that. I will be taking my things I own, and my portion of the Dentel fortune, and I will be leaving. Stop looking for me. Goodbye.
And Fish goes, yeah! Cal is doing the thing about being like, this has nothing to do with me.
Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked.
Wow, this is so interesting. What a daring young woman.
Who could have seen it coming?
As the murmur of the crowd starts to get louder, more offended, more enraged, you see the Anchorage family, you see Metal's future mother-in-law hissing at the Graven Woden, the two potential suitors, and security is now charging the stage under the direction of the society heads. There seems to be some confusion, some security running towards the stage, other security kind of holding back. People are getting instructions from people who pay their salaries but who they don't technically work for. As Metal stands on stage and gathers fire into her hands, waiting for anyone to challenge her. Sinner steps in at one of the stairs, grabbing and throwing off some of the security trying to charge the stairs. And Administrator Dean stands up and yells in a loud voice, "The Sanctuary recognizes these claims and will investigate them." Everybody gets quiet. If this is true, as Agent Vaunt has claimed, that there has been a murder and there has been coercion into marriage, we will need to investigate thoroughly, including anyone that is involved with hiding this activity. two sides have kind of like peeled off from the back wall and have like drifted closer, not even like flanking him, but starting to like actually walk into the crowd of people that have stood up. And you can see all of the security back off as Metal descends the stairs. She gives a little nod to Sinner, who seems confused still, and starts walking over to you guys.
Are people like coming at her?
Everybody is now. Oh, wonderful! Look at that. Everybody is giving her a little bit of space. There's sort of a bubble of space around her, just in case they get in trouble for interfering. There is the kind of thing of being like, the society has material power in money and material support, and that doesn't matter when a scythe cuts you in half. So it's the kind of thing of being like, we can fight this not now, not physically. And so everybody is backing off to give her space as she is approaching you. I would like... I think I want Cal to make a perception check because of something specific that she is very worried about.
Yeah. Okay. 15.
With a 15, people can kind of see where where Metal is walking, where she's headed, and they're kind of glancing between you all and also Dean, who is at not that far from you, kind of not being able to tell who she's heading towards, her friends or the one who just like publicly protected her. You additionally notice that Kalor, who paused with Metal's reveal after saying goodbye to May, moved a little bit to the side and kind of like paused when all of this chaos happened, is one of the few people not looking at Metal, almost like she's trying to avoid her eye. You do recall that Kalor did have some involvement with the society and is familiar with Lady Dintel, has maybe met with her once or twice.
Cal's like, go get your woman. Your woman is acting up.
As Metal continues to come through the crowd, she ends up placing herself facing you, but like right next to Dean, and says in a much louder voice than is necessary, clearly meant to be picked up by everyone in the room, I think I'd like to go to the manor and collect my things. Would you mind driving?
Okay, Fishes remember that they're meant to be Cleric Snapper right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so with eyes, on the area, they tap Cal and go, Abbott, surely we will escort and provide cover for Lady Vaunt. This is not Lady anymore, I suppose. It's Miss Vaunt.
Cal will light up a little bit and looks up Chantilly and is like, well, if you are sure, I will accompany you to the manor. However, I know that there may need to be a discussion with lawyers just so we can have everything print in duplicate of understanding where inheritance will lie and wills of your mother may need to be consulted.
Give me a. What check do I want this to be? It feels kind of like an insight check. Yeah, give me an insight check.
Me, I'm assuming.
Yes, you're trying to like broadcast something to Chantilly in this moment.
That is a 9.
A 9. With a 9,
Is it natural
Chantilly.
2?
Wow. Chantilly kind of looks at you and like tilts her head for a moment and then goes, "Yes, of course, the will and the lawyers. I only wanted to recover the things that I know are immediately mine, such as my clothes. Administrator, would you mind serving as witness? I think you, along with the abbot here, both have a reputation for honesty." Yes, of course. It would be the honor of the sanctuary to supervise in this regard. Very well. Turns and goes to leave, and it kind of eyes catches on Kalor for a moment, and just gives. Kalor looks very hesitant, and Chantilly just kind of gives her a seemingly a little bit confused nod before going on and moving out, kind of expecting you to follow her. You're getting a little bit more of the Chantilly rather than metal and kind of body language of like, well, we're leaving, follow me, instead of like actually waiting for you. As she starts to head out, and the auction seems to end in chaos as everybody is immediately splitting up and whispering to each other about the goings-on, things that have just happened here.
I'm just imagining the like rumor in St. Petersburg sequence.
Yeah. Fish is like just fully like, okay, we're done with this event now, and just following along with Chantilly to act as, little cleric bodyguard, basically.
Yeah, Cal's also sleeping out. She's also keeping an eye for the reflection, just so they can be seamlessly integrated into their group without it seeming too weird.
Yeah, May's just following
There's
along
doubles of
behind
everyone.
as well.
Yeah.
As you start heading towards the door, Sinner kind of like drifts around towards you and says, I think probably to Cal, like probably in like naturally going to May and then at the last moment switching to Cal,
Yeah.
of being like, that was a bit unexpected. Is that what we had
Well, they went
planned?
off. In a whisper, she goes, I mean, they slightly went off script, but it's close enough.
All right, and I'm supposed to collect the reward money now, I think? Are we pushing that issue, or?
We're not putting that issue. Miss wants the money for herself. I know that you are morally sound and not interested in bounty for a girl returning to her ancestral home. I mean, if you want any of it, you're gonna might have to speak to Chantilly, really. Or she doesn't say that. She doesn't fuck up. She says, Miss Vaughn.
I think if my name is actually clear now, I'm just gonna make sure and then head out.
Cal nods. Actually puts like, I think hovers a hand in what I think she and Sinner would feel comfortable by, like Sinner's elbow, about being like, I know you either of us want us touching you. And she goes, all right, Jamal is, I think, staying behind for just some clarity of what's going on. So he'd probably like to speak to you before you leave, but that's all we need from you. So you have my permission to leave in regards to this plan.
All right. Don't need it, but take care of yourself, Abbott. And with like a last look at kind of the back of May's head, who has been able to hear.
tracking this. But take care of yourself, Abbott. Immediately swivel to May.
I think you've been kind of walking in front of Cal, able to hear this whole thing. Do you look back at all?
Let's roll for it. Even she does, odd she doesn't. Odd she doesn't.
You just like very
Meeting.
stiff back,
Yeah.
listening and pretending not to as you walk away.
Well, Fish does their usual mistake of like slapping Cinna on the back and going, "Ow," and being like, "Hey, yeah,
Like slapping a tree
worked
trunk.
out, man. All right, goodbye."
As Sinner gives Fish kind of a fond half smile, but just like more anxious than like, you know, happy at seeing you. It turns and starts walking away, and as he's going into the crowd, kind of heading towards Jamal and some of the heads. The director of the society seems to be someone that Jamal is like waiting to speak to, maybe making sure everything gets hashed out. He passes by a group that includes Zeke, who is like, "Oh, what was that? Sorry, doll. Pictures need fuel, and I gotta empty the tank." And it just like gives Sinner a random pat on the arm as he like hustles over to you and goes, "Hey guys, what are we doing? Going somewhere?"
Field trip.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
Sweet. Let me just hey. And you see just a like black shadow just like move on the side of the building of someone like shadow walking and be like, okay, and then Kala is now following you. As Sinner heads off to court with Jamal and the others, May is probably not looking, but Kalor is not like walking with you. It's kind of broken off.
May just assumed that Kalora is like gone back to whoever she was here with in the first place.
Does May look around for that?
Let's roll for it again. Because I don't know. That's a natural 20, so yes. Very
With
even
a-
number.
With a nat 20 as
Are you actually asking me to roll for perception? Because in that case,
no.
that's 25.
I'm just gonna say with you look back and you're a little bit lucky in like the time you look back. You look back and you see that Kalor is with some people that she was chatting with before, but the look on her face is not one that you have seen before. It's very like serious, studying and tracking her gaze. She's looking with a little bit of concern at Chantilly as she walks away. And then she sees you looking, catches your eye for a minute, and gives a very natural smile that you're familiar with, and then immediately turns around and goes back to the conversation she was in. So you just kind of caught her looking with some concern and confusion, in a sort of uncolor-like way, you would say.
Interesting.
Cal's like writing her notes, just like suspicious.
A
Head on a
faker knows a
swivel.
faker.
Yeah, notices from the like peripheral vision that like Callow is doing the same.
Yeah.
As you all head out, Dean, I think, waves for his car to be brought out, the hall kind of disappearing behind you. There are a number of people who are kind of approaching you at this last minute, being like, lady, I mean, Miss Vaunt, that was so brave of you to repudiate them like that. I just wanted to say if you wanted any help with anything, okay. Just like Chantilly is ignoring their existence entirely as you are all heading out. I kind of think it falls to like Cal and Fish and May to be like, oh yeah, maybe. As
Fish is going full, no comment, no comment, no comment.
no.
Like putting a little towel over her head to be like, we'll escape the paparazzi this way.
Yeah, I think Zeke is holding the towel.
Yeah.
I'm used to a crowd from the picture shows, but my goodness. As you hustle down and enter this car and pull away from the event.
That went great.
Yeah, Cal's like checking for like bugs.
This is
Microphones,
this is the administrator's car, which means
Cal is checking for bugs. Digital.
yeah, which does mean that like if there was bugs and stuff, they were either planted by the sanctuary or somebody is fucking bold. But as you slide in, it's kind of a limo situation, not because it's fancy, but because there's like a full desk for work in there. As you slide in, the sides end up in a chase car just behind you. The administrator just goes, well, I guess that went as well as it could have been. I'm sorry, who are you? To Zeke, who's just like just sitting in the car with him now.
Now that they're alone and Cal has done her like bug check, she's gonna turn to Dean and she's like, "So how much do you actually want to know?"
bug check? Because I will make you roll for it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Thank you. That was not a great roll, but luckily I have great Arcana, so that is a 19.
Okay. With a 19, you are not finding any obvious bugs, but you are finding defenses against bugs. There is like anti-listening marks carved into the like ceiling paneling and stuff like that. This is kind of the equivalent of like a very light level like presidential motorcade situation. This is clearly the car that like an elder will take to a big meeting, or the Grand Mage will take. Like, it's not, super fancy or strong compared to just like a normal car, but there are some protections and such in place. You can't be confident there's no like listening devices. You can be confident the only listening devices would be something the sanctuary itself had put in here, and you're kind of like, I'm not sure they would do that.
Okay, so she's gonna turn to Dean and she goes, "How much do you actually want to know?"
I think Dean is going to make an insight check, kind of looking at all of you.
Because Fish is like is ready to tell either the truth, which they shouldn't, or a lie, which is easy.
Yeah, Cal is basically like, I am willing to tell you the truth because we are now all in confidence on this, but I have a feeling you don't actually want the truth, so I'm about to lie.
With the insight that I rolled, Dean looks at all of you in turn. You see just a moment, looks at Fish, looks at Zeke, eyes flick back to Fish for a second, flick back to Zeke for a second, keep moving down the line, and goes, I think it's best if you just tell me what I need to know to make sure everything's okay.
All right, then this is Jim Herring and is a ally.
Mr. Herring, I've heard your name in some circles regarding some film projects potentially coming to the area. You heard correctly. As you probably just fill Dean in on a very base level, like metal stuff is done, it's good. You just need to make sure that all these, warrants go away. Sinner's not needed for anything. Just let's quiet this down and make this disappear. And with that, I think Dean does not want to know more than that.
Yep. And
You
Cal
think maybe
accepts that.
Dean has privately noticed that there is a mirror image of another person in the car and is just choosing not to ask.
Cal's happy to let that be the case.
Well,
she was just trying to give him some agency.
Yeah, look, Zeke's got, his tattoos covered up, so, like, it's not a perfect mirror.
It's not a perfect match by any means, but there is definitely this, like, this is our ally. And it's like, okay, Fish either has a, like, twin brother or someone that looks a lot like them. I think in this moment you're really, really seeing the stark difference between Tone and Dean as
Tone would have been
as
like,
administrator.
Cut this shit out.
Yeah, Tone is like, I
We're
need to
not
know
fucking
all
around.
the information to keep things from hurting us. There will be no secrets. I will know everything. And Dean is like, it's better if I don't know some stuff. My job is better if I just kind of like keep a narrow focus on things I have any control or say in.
And Fish is like, yes.
As you are driving along, I realized I didn't loop this audio. As you are driving along, heading sort of out of town, Chantilly has been writing a couple things down in a little piece of paper, and after the car kind of goes quiet, there's just a sound of scribbling for a little bit. She tears out the page and she hands it to Dean and says, from what I remember, this is what the will covered. I think some of this we just want to check and make sure it's still there and not take. Is that acceptable to the sanctuary? Yeah, I think we can. It is your home in the manor house, so assumedly you can invite us in, and we will make sure that nothing is taken off premises except for things you can prove are yours and that you own. Very well. As you roll along and are heading up to the house, eventually able to park up at the gate. You are in this now nicer part of town. There is not like tons of land, but there is certainly property. The hustle and bustle of the city has left for the sounds of nature, essentially, as each house is truly a manor where the property and surrounding fence keeps you pretty far away from your neighbors. And as the car stops and you exit, you find yourself. You find the door being opened and you being welcomed in by Manfred, Metal's longtime servant / father figure, but still very loyal to Lady Dentel. Unfortunately, the one thing that has always been worst about him. And as he questions what you're doing there, Dean starts to try to fill him in.
When Dean's like, "Oh, fill him in," Cal immediately has the, "Oh, right, I was banking on nobody gives a shit about her, and therefore nobody would clock the facial differences." Cal sets aside to Manfred, who she's always gotten along with, and does her like a little like head tilt version of a veiled kind of polite smile, and then does the hover at the elbow thing again about being like, Mr. Manfred, if you have any questions about Miss Vaughn's return, remember that you can contact me. You do have my number.
Of course. Yes.
Cal's like making head motions like scurry, scurry, scurry. Chantilly.
And Fish is not suspiciously like standing in front of her as well, just to be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
if you look over
Fish
here,
and
you're gonna see
Fish and Cal
me."
clocking this like, "Yup, nope, that's not gonna work. Forgot about that one. Okay."
Zeke's just kind of walking around, looking at the topiaries, not like helping you get in at all.
Picking shit up and being like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy."
You have not gotten past the door yet, but they're very much doing that to the outside.
Mr. Herring, remember we are going to be held accountable for everything that stays in this house.
What?
We've got rocks other places.
These are such fancy rocks. They must be expensive.
We can make our own fancy rocks.
Sometimes things that are expensive are worse.
I was just gonna speak to, sir, do you have a gardener of some kind? I want to ask what kind of rocks he's using for landscaping. The gardener is not currently present. I could pass on your regards if you'd like to leave a calling card. No, that's fine. Everybody knows me. As Manfred hears that Metal is separating from her family and moving out, he very slowly gives ground, stepping out of the way. You do kind of get the sense that, like, sides or no sides, if he didn't think you were allowed to come in, he would physically block the door and make you cut him down. But as he steps out of the way a little bit, enough for Dean to squeeze past, and the others start to go past. As Chantilly passes him, he reaches out a hand and lays it on her shoulder and stops her.
Fish doesn't say anything, but like they're right there to like punch this old man in the face.
As Manfred stops Chantilly, really looking at her, a deep frown of concern.
Cal's like shifting arm, being like, remember, anything that you have, as somebody who cares for Metal as deeply as you do, I'm happy to answer questions. But of course, now is not the time. We want to make sure she has her beloved quilt. We were going for a quilt. We had clothes. Clothes.
Yes,
Quilt.
the clothes
Pillow.
and the quilt. Pillow's good.
And I think there was
Like a
a stuffed
shopping
bear
list.
involved.
Yeah, bear. A bear, right.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Manny, but she told me that it was actually Manfred too, for long, but Manny for
see.
short. Yeah.
As Manfred's kind of eyes flick between all of you, Chantilly is kind of frozen. Chantilly has lived her own life, but there was a point where she was metal. And that means this is her father figure too. And after this pause, Benford really looking at Cal out of the corner of his eye after that, like any questions thing. He says, "Welcome back to the house, Metal." And steps away and lets her through.
Cal slips him
smile.
a 50.
No smile, still a frown. And I think that anyone who is watching this situation very closely, anyone who wants to, could give me I want to say a history check. And I think the DC is going to be much lower for Fish and Cal because they've kind of like been here before and interacted with this guy before and seen this.
That's an 8 for
I'll
me.
roll. That's 10.
Okay.
We did great. We're best friends with this guy.
Fish never
does
really
May
gave
wanna
a
roll
shit
as well?
about him.
No, because I think May is probably. May is both
It's
on
like,
the. I am
it's
so
gonna
fine.
look at me.
Yeah, May is like, I'm so fine, everything. But she's also probably more.
You're cutting out.
If this guy doesn't let us in, I'm gonna pull the gun, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna do this. Like, she's not really paying attention to him.
I feel Metal is May is the equivalent of like she's like taken Metal's like carpet bag and has like the snaps open and is like ready to start just sweeping things into the bag so she can go home to the temple and freak the fuck out. It's like the equivalent of like Chantilly's like, what outfit's everyone going to take? And like May gets her up and just starts swiping
the whole mantle into the bag. As you look at this, Chantilly is being welcomed in by someone she deeply cares about as she steps past and into the house itself. And she is not smiling. She's actually frowning with kind of deep concern, even though she seems to have passed the test, so to speak. And as the door closes on the manor, and instead you enter the house itself.
I don't like the TikTok. No.
As you enter the house itself, Chantilly is just kind of thinking to herself as she goes past you.
Sorry, but Fish is getting the totally wrong impression, and so they do catch her on the shoulder again to be like, hey, listen, don't feel bad about leaving him behind, because if he was ever going to be of any help to you, he would have helped you years ago, so fuck that guy. Let's go get your stuff.
Cal is like, I mean, it took Sister Tail a little bit. Devil's advocating.
Chantilly, says, he has helped me. Never as much or as often as I would like, but he did. It's just, he's never called me Metal in front of company before. It was always Lady Vaunt when anyone else was around.
Well, I think he's being respectful towards the fact that you were no longer Lady Vaunt.
Maybe.
And as a final thing, to help you out, he can just stay the fuck out of the way while we get this over with.
Yeah. As you walk through the house, pristine, beautiful house that has absolutely no lived-in feeling, just like the equivalent of a showroom house. Everything is beautiful and unused. There is a kind of a ripe smell in the living room.
Plants.
That's the assumedly Isle has been here and
She's
not
been here recently.
yeah.
It's not even an assumption. Fish just goes, "Oh, anyway."
As you walk into the house and start heading into Metal's room. Metal's room is a very beautiful and well-appointed room with one of those really like kind of squeaky beds that grandparents tend to have that are like, they look gorgeous, they're horribly uncomfortable. Why would anyone have one of these? And Metal has really made it her own, but only like a small corner of the room. There's a small corner where she has put up some newspaper clippings, some of which are about you guys. There's things about the mystery being solved from the Sanctuary newsletter. There is a couple of little clippings that are like noted actor Jim Herring rumored to be filming.
I was about to make my own joke, and so I'll just overlap with that. Jim Herring gets ass beat at society event, and Zeke goes, "I'll take that," and Fish is like, "No, you don't."
That's mine. As clearly there has been, even recently, a lot of like memorabilia of you guys, a lot of like love and attention given to you guys, a lot of personal touches, and Chantilly kind of freezes for a second, just kind of taking this all in before walking over to the closet and started taking clothes, getting little knickknacks out of the side table and things like that.
I'll make this canon at this point. A lot of this room and stuff like that is familiar to Cal because when she had to furnish her room and the temple, anything like little girl being thrown out for this soon-to-be wife went to Cal. So this is like the uncomfortable woman bed, and Cal's still sleeping in like Metal's old like twin princess canopy bed that got sent to the temple. So like the cute nightstand has now been painted black and is in Cal's temple, etc., etc. So she's just kind of looking through this, smoothing out a rug with her foot.
As Chantilly walks through this room and seems to really be like almost instinctually knowing where everything is or should be. No hesitation, clearly knowing where she would put things, and is able to.
She herself has never actually physically been here before.
No,
sorry, I just wanted to say that out loud.
Not since she was.
There's a full-length mirror, and she's just like,
yeah. Not since she in this form was born. Not since she split off from Metal. And even then, Metal moving in, Metal feeling at home here, building a life here. That was after they split off. This was a house of bad memories of childhood for her. And as she gets everything together, she opens a drawer, pulls out some paperwork, old files from the sanctuary and stuff, and hidden underneath, as if she expected them to be there, some old stuffed animals, a locket, some important items from Metal's life. Obviously childish, but too important to give away. And after some hesitation, she packs those as well. As the scythes stay outside the door, and Dean kind of like awkwardly places himself by the wall, like just making sure none of you are like, swiping the gold clock or the Fabergé egg or anything like that. You do notice that Manfred is hanging around. He's staying out of your way. He's out of the room, but he's looking in, and he's watching all of you. And he's watching Chantilly with a certain amount of sadness. As things get packed up, and you are ready to go, you start heading out. Chantilly glances around the other rooms, looking in, just kind of seemingly maybe looking for things of metals that are out of place, but mostly just seeing the house and getting sadder and sadder. As things start to get packed up and get ready to leave, the scythes heading out, Dean heading out, the rest of you making your way out the door. What order are you walking in?
May is at the front because she wants to get the fuck out.
Okay. This is what I'm thinking. May front, Metal and Fish kind of at her shoulder, but also, and then Cal like following up behind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Zeke. Fucking who knows?
Zeke honestly
Kala just, like,
wandered off as soon as you
spider
came in,
crawling.
She's been in our shadows the whole time. Like they
Yeah.
haven't actually like popped out, but they have been there.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick, I'll remind you, May can't be surprised while awake.
I mean, that's May. May can't be surprised while awake. We'll see. So you said that it's May in front, Cal with Metal at her shoulder, and then Fish in the back?
Fish at Metal's shoulder. But also, it could just be
So
they're
Cal's
flanking
in the
her.
back.
Flanking her like dogs with Zeke wandering, distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucked.
As
Kids were cooked.
Yeah.
As
so,
you-
so Fish. Well, now I need to be specific about it. So Fish and Cal are flanking Chantilly.
Okay. As
Is that Mooney? Do you agree?
Sure. Cal is like making sure, like, if Manfred is like, what? It's like, I'm making eye contact with you. I'm not bamboozling you. Information will be available, just not right now.
as you are walking through the house, sort of heading into the foyer, the Scythes and Dean have already exited out the front door. May heading out. Is May so anxious to get out that she is drifting away from the others, kind of going a little too fast?
Fuck you.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Is May carrying a big bag of stuff? Is May
Probably.
carrying?
Yeah, I think
Then he's got a
everybody is
Mary
carrying
Poppins
bags
bag.
of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
every one of you are carrying bags of stuff. I just think Dean and the Scythes aren't, but
Yeah.
I hate to say, because you guys know how I feel about supporting the team, but I feel like she
No,
probably
be
is.
true to the character.
It's okay. We
Yeah.
can no metagaming. Do the stupid choice.
Yeah, she's walking a little bit ahead. She's not
Yeah.
sprinting though, Patrick.
Yeah.
She's closer than
You-
she isn't.
Yeah, I'm all in favor of the stupid choice every time.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like I think she's also doing the thing of like I'll open every door because
Yeah, because I think
Fish's
it's
hands
strong.
aren't free. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see how quick he is.
No.
Dude! Oh, Manfred. I was waiting
As
for that fucking whistle.
as May heads out, opening the door in front of the others and kind of turning back.
I hate this.
No, I'm joking.
I
As May heads out, holding the door for the others, you're kind of turning back and looking. You're looking back at them, right? Because you're holding the door.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
It's a dirty 24.
With a dirty 24, you have been perhaps a little distracted by the goings on. There is Sinner and Kalor. There is this plan through. There's this plan to, get Chantilly and get the fuck out of here. And also dealing with, being in this house for probably the first time fully since Metal was a lot less willing to invite people over once she lived here. You know that rich people houses have security. Usually the symbols are kind of woven into the wainscoting, the decorative molding, things like that. They're hidden. And so you've noticed them. You noticed that there is symbols around. They're all inactive at the moment. Maybe Manfred could have activated them to keep you from coming inside if he didn't accept. He didn't accept that. But as you're looking back and seeing the others with this 24, you're looking back, making sure the others aren't stumbling with the things their character. You see a look of resolve come over Manfred's face as he reaches out a hand kind of oddly and rests it on the molding of a side table for a minute, and you know that's the symbols there. As you feel them activate and the door rip out of your hand and slam shut in front of you, a magical seal coming up and cutting you off from the others.
Dark Souls music plays.
Manfred's health bar appears.
And it's so long, it like
So
goes
long.
off screen. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it
Manfred
does.
the Soul
What
Reaver.
Gandalf does. Yeah.
It's got all of those like backup bars in the corner. We're like, oh god damn it.
And it's like, and it's like red so that we know that we have to bump it down to yellow and then to
Mhm.
green, so it's like 3 times as big as it even looks.
Mm-hmm. As the door slams closed and the door behind you slams closed and magic magic flares in the room, you all whip around and see Manfred walking towards you, and powerful energy is radiating from where he's walking through into the house. You're at a snap decision. You're not sure if it's like he's magic or if it's just like he's recognized as the security user and it's a system that is following him. And he turns and he stops in front
Davros
of you.
can't ask it.
He stops in front of you.
Andros.
He looks at Chantilly, looks at Fish, and then finally looks at Cal, and making eye contact with Cal says, "Tell me she's actually safe."
Metal is fine. You know I would always take care of her.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Please God! Also, is Kekno
And in-
here?
Eldritch
Uh,
Thread. Kekno is unsummoned currently.
Okay.
Yeah, one Keck is also unsummoned currently.
Just
You-
when they're
you-
not
You
messing with it.
you hear the doorknob behind you jiggle, and Zeke going, "Hello? The door seems stuck."
What was the thing that you gave me, Ink?
Eldritch
Thread.
Thread.
So a D6.
I'll save my flash of genius then for in case this goes bad.
You can't see them.
I'm gonna give May an Eldritch Thread as well, because just, psychically through the door.
What kind of check was that again?
Persuasion.
Persuasion with advantage.
Vision with advantage. Okay, so I think that was 12, 15. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Is that including your D6?
Yes.
Okay. With a dirty 20, Manfred looks at you, gives you a nod, and says, "Good. Give her this." And hustles towards you a little bit and gives you a sending stone.
I will.
He
And for the benefit of Dean and the size is like, here you go, dear.
I mean, you are in an enclosed room with just this guy. Dean
okay.
Dean and the
There's, like,
size are out where May is. Is like,
okay.
hello?
Whoa. Help! I really need a nip cone.
A joke for me. As he hands you the sending stone, he turns and he turns to Chantilly, and he says, "I don't know the specifics. I know you're not her, but you were her. I'm sorry you have to leave home too." And then the security deactivates. May, jiggling the handle outside, door turns in your hand and opens, and Manfred starts to hustle out. And as the sides have pulled their weapons and have turned back towards this house, he says, "Sorry about that. Sorry. Just doors stick sometimes."
Yeah, Fish also goes in for the cover, like, damn, what happened, May? You fucked up the door.
And they said, "No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I walked through it."
Yeah, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're all leaving now.
May, you fucked up the door.
I didn't fuck up the door. Shut up.
As-
Calla just emerges. Stop fucking up the door, May.
Stop fucking up the door, May. Calla just appears circling around the limo wearing a little driver's hat. Stop fucking up the door, May. As it seems like Manfred realized not just that this wasn't metal, but also who this was, as perhaps the only person in her life other than you who would recognize something being wrong. No one else knowing her that well or looking that closely.
Then what the fuck is Kalua's problem?
As he
Being Seeker. Seeker's like, I just kidnapped Metal yesterday.
Yeah. How are you
What the fuck
free?
is in here? I
As
just got her McDonald's.
as she wanted a Happy Meal. It was weird.
She's not
She
mad because she
cried
didn't get
'cause
the
she didn't get
K-pop
the
Demon
toy she
Hunter card she
wanted.
wanted.
Yeah. As Manfred bids you farewell and gives you the first kind of like genuine, if very sad, smile as you leave. Door closes behind you, and you find yourself back on the lawn.
Patrick's like, that's it for session today, because I thought Mooney was going to fuck up that roll colossally, and now I don't have enough planned.
No, that's not true. But with that, you are free and clear. As you head back towards the car, Chantilly kind of stops, looking back at the house a little bit, and says thank you, everyone. Polygonus, why don't we head back to the temple, if that's all right with you?
Yes, understood. Do we have room for everyone in the car?
I think maybe we'll take a teleporter.
Is that in your discretionary budget now that you're a free woman?
I think so.
Good for you.
Sometimes, as a reflection, it's really easy to hate the other you.
Oh no. How loud is she talking? And is Dean close?
She is kind of like Dean and the sides have kind of been like, all right, well, if you're taking your own travel. See ya. And they started like walking down. They're definitely
it was
not
almost like a boss fight dialogue, and I was like, no, God.
they're definitely not like far enough away that it is totally safe to be having this conversation, but they are, starting to move away.
Gal's like, I could understand that being a shit.
We're the same, but we're different. One thing that always makes the old us's decisions stick in our craw. For me, I always thought it was that I was willing to do that. Metal wasn't. Even though she wanted to.
Well, things will work out for the benefit for the two of you then, based on your bravery.
Yes. I hope so. And as you get ready, waiting for the teleporter, you see Calla genuinely step out of one of the bushes. Not a joke, where she's a driver anymore. You see, May, you fucked it up. As you see Calla stepping out of the bushes and saying, I think I found something that belongs to you. And Metal steps out behind her.
Oh, shit. Gal's like, ah!
Well, that was
Gal's
half
like,
right.
hi, what? It is like the equivalent of like holding her cape up, and it's like, what the fuck? Wait, you're supposed to be in friends. Like shoves the like sending stone, and it's like, go on, get. Shit! What are you doing?
As the sanctuary car starts and like tries to pull out of the driveway, it's like, oh hey, bye guys, thanks. What the fuck are you doing here? Calla steps out and says, I found her skulking around the society benefit. Hi. I know that I know that I might have made some trouble with you. You seems like you had a good plan. I heard that Center was under investigation and needed there was like a warrant for his arrest, and I thought maybe I could be brave enough to come back and clear things up. And thank you. Thank all of you.
Fish goes over and just wraps her in a big hug.
She's like a moment away from sprinting to you and doing the same. She just gives you a big
Yeah.
hug. She's very quietly crying. You don't know if things had been differently, if she would have been able to be brave enough to step forward. But she did come and put herself at risk, at least to try.
Yeah, and so Fish holds her and like pets her hair and it's just like, I'm glad you're here. But also, why are you here? But like, I'm glad that you're here.
I didn't want everything to get fucked up because of me.
Oh.
Mako's too late.
You got me out of there, and when I was traveling, I was thinking about how, I didn't have to leave. I could have just said no. I don't know. I just feel like I fucked everything up because Center was in trouble, and you guys were gonna get in trouble, and I couldn't live with myself if that happened.
Oh, Metal. Sure, you could.
Cal also unhelpfully goes, you made your bed, Metal. You have to lie on it. Go enjoy whatever new life you want. And I don't know. Amongst the outfits, I can recreate anything that you two want if you both want one. But among the trinkets, those you two have to fight over. The porcelain unicorns, I don't know. Duke it out somehow.
You took all my stuff?
Do you want Manny?
Yeah, no, that would be good. I'll take. I want Manny, and I'll take the unicorns. We can divvy up the jewelry. Chantilly.
I don't think we're allowed to take the jewelry.
Chantilly just like awkwardly standing off to the side comes forward now and drops a bag at Metal's feet and says, I packed everything for you. I'm taking the dresses. Oh, okay. Everything else is yours. Stop crying. You're making me feel bad. It's kind of pathetic.
And Fish like sort of whispers to Metal like, now's a good time to start practicing saying no to yourself.
Fuck you. No, I'm not. And Chantilly gives like a very small smile of like the Metal finally has at least a little bit of a backbone. And as Chantilly and Zeke and Calla come together and Chantilly takes the one bag that just has the dresses that she wanted. She turns back to you guys and says, "Hey, Metal, word of advice. You're free now. And that's the hardest thing to be. You gotta figure out what you want. See ya." And then Kalos shadow walks them all away.
Don't go into my temple.
Yeah, and Fish goes, "Hold on, you get out of my house." Okay.
They're
Okay, well, they
gone.
can't shadow walk that far, so I don't know. They did it to look
you
cool.
Hear, you hear like a little
Yeah, I
flip-flop
guess-
as they're like running down the street just out of sight.
Yeah, so they can't. It's not like they can go that long. I don't know. They just wanted to have a cool exit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, honestly, by the time we get back to our places, they'll probably have cleared out anyway. Whatever.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Rude. What do you mean rude?
We're just to not even say goodbye. Like, come on, fucking
Me rude. Me rude not to say goodbye.
Not you, but other
Oh.
you. Yes.
Okay, you're not
They're just-
exactly friends with her.
No, I'm not.
So then I don't know why you're so weepy.
I'm not. But Zeke, you know, you been living in my house for however long and eating my fucking food and putting cigarettes out on my walls. He doesn't even smoke. It just rude not to say goodbye.
Yeah, and you do the same in this situation. Stop moping.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that is really rude.
Wait, one cactus, did they leave you behind?
Oh,
we didn't
hey, guys.
summon you, Kekino.
Tekano spawned out of Metal's tears.
I think genuinely it is one kick.
Yeah, Cal's like, oh no.
He's being like
Okay,
he's holding like a candlestick and some jewelry, just like Dad forgot me because he assigned me the dining room.
Cal goes, do we have to feed you dinner?
I would like that. That would be nice.
All right, what do you want? What do you want to eat?
Kekino.
Cal just picks him up. Just like
Zeke
patting him,
just
just
pokes
like,
his head around the corner. Kekino, what are you waiting for? You forgot me. Hey, Fish.
Yeah.
Tell your boy I said, "What's up?" He'll know what it means.
Sup? Yeah, he will. He'll get it. It's a young people thing, and you are only 2 years old.
See ya.
Cal like sends Kekino, like Kekino get like in a very playful way, gives Kekino like a light kick so he can roll down the hill and catch up.
He's just like clinking and clanking or trying to hold on to this candlestick, and he goes, "Bye, Caligulus. You're a pretty good second mom. I already said goodbye to Kekino, but let him know that I hid the canasta board under the rock in the backyard. Bye, guys."
Cal like held the like Henner's table with the veil and was like, I mean, if they're actually gone, that was a pretty painless visit, I have to say.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right, should we should probably reach out to Jamal at least, if not, if Sinner hasn't gittered on back, and just trying to make sure that everybody has a return trip to the temple.
Yes,
Fish.
preferably before Cadence makes her appearance.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Fish looks at May now and is like now like aware of her deal, and it's just like, you want to would you what? Come on. And it's just like, well, we don't have to talk to Jamal or anything. Like, Denia can take care of that.
Yeah.
Cal's like already on the phone. Being like, why are you guys having your fucking whisper conversation?
No, I just sort of Fish is doing a let's get the fuck out of here. I know that was rough for you.
May leans over to Fish and says,
May, you don't want to go back to where your ex and current girlfriend are hanging out together?
May leans over to Fish and, like, solo voice says, "You know that conversation we had?
Yeah,
We didn't have it."
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Like, gives her a hard, like a firm pat of, you fucking got this. May or may not be sincere or not, sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. May probably
Um,
isn't being sincere either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's just like, what people don't know, don't hurt them. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get back. We could have some drinks tonight. That sounds nice.
Yes,
Alright.
I would love to drink.
Are you coming back with this medal? Are you needing to find a ship back to France?
Oh yeah, no. What is Jacques not picking you up or something? Where's he at?
I mean, we went our separate ways once we got to England. He had something he
Excellent.
needed to take care of. We were gonna, stay in touch and meet up soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, Metal is kind of like a little shell shocked by everything that's happened. She's kind of like, I can do whatever I want now. I don't have to
Yes.
take a ship. I can just use a teleporter. Yeah, I can drink. I can go say hi to people. Yeah, let's do it.
You want to come meet Henry?
Yes. Who's Henry?
That's my
Wait.
son.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Henry,
he's
oh my
like
God.
you. He's just a bit younger than you, actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
He doesn't drink.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's fine too. I'll probably just have a champagne and orange juice, and then probably just one, and then I'm done for the night. Yeah,
Well,
let's
look,
go, and
if
I want to see the
Jackrabbit's
others.
out of the picture.
You want to talk? I mean, not out of the picture. We are meeting up again, but just let's I can say goodbye to everybody. I can. I can do anything.
Cal is going to be like, I will point out, is like getting ready to call Jamal. I will point out, if you want to see Manfred in person, that window is closing quite
Oh
rapidly.
shit! She runs up and starts pounding on the door. Man,
Yeah, it was a whole. It could have been a
Manfred, I'm
boss
here!
fight. Yeah.
I rolled well, it's fine.
The door opens and Manfred just immediately scoops her up into a really big hug.
I was giving
And
the veil, I fucking told you, dude. Come on.
as you're calling into to Jamal, seems like Sinner and Jamal were able to kind of settle things with the society. Jamal reports that the society is fucking pissed, but fortunately none of it is falling back on the temple or you. The Sinner has been able to extract the reward very begrudgingly, just because he knows the Reflections want it. But Jamal thinks there's a lot of anger beneath the surface, and maybe there will be some kind of revenge planned for Metal for embarrassing them, if nothing else. He's not quite sure how seriously to take it, just that people are angry, but at least it seems not to be directed towards you guys at all.
Okay.
Sinner had a man that Jamal didn't really recognize appear and speak to him for a moment, and then Sinner said his goodbyes, said to thank you all for clearing his name, and he had to teleport or something away. I would assume back to Africa.
Well, it all works out well then.
Yeah.
And the continent didn't fall while he was gone.
Well, I don't know what he talked about with the guy. It's I mean I wouldn't say continent fall, but maybe something happened. I don't know. I'll catch up with him. When he gets a chance to call me.
Well, all of the the cleric, Jim Herring and Chantilly have left, as well as their seal, hopefully permanently, hopefully with no surprises left in the temple. And
Okay.
Metal
Yeah,
is accompanying
we're
us
not
for
concerned
dinner.
of them. We're not concerned of them just being back at the temple right now, causing problems.
I hope not. They
Okay.
seem to be in a very magnanimous spirit and not causing troubles. We shall see. They did just
Okay.
abscond with quite a large amount of gowns. I'm hoping that is the only bounty they were looking for. Do you have a teleporter there that can take you back, or do we need to come get you?
I could call it teleporter, but I think because we did take the car, we probably need at least someone to drive it back up.
Right. Okay. And there's no more car left here, right? So we have to get a teleporter back to the.
You have to get a teleporter or just call a taxi. It's not a long drive.
Cal's like, okay, metal taxi or teleporter.
Metal is
Here we
like
go, Metal.
Like
It's
in
your
the
first
arms of
big choice as a
Manfred.
free woman. Make it well.
yeah. Metal is in Manfred's arms, and Manfred sets her down and goes, "Go, go, go, go! She'll come home in any minute." And as Metal hustles off, she goes, taxi. Taxis are fun."
All right. Cal gets her fucking yellow book, I guess.
I think
let me borrow
Cal is
your
like,
phone.
okay, how do we do this? And Metal turns around and goes, "Manfred, can you call us a taxi? Thank you." He just gives a little thumbs up as he steps into the house.
You can take Lady Vaunt out of. Wait. You can
take the lady out of the Vaunt, but you can't take the lady out of the Vaunt. No, that doesn't work.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
they go to the back way of not the front driveway to be picked up, just so there's no chance of overlap and blah blah blah. We get on the taxi, no fight, no battle. Patrick, okay, thank you.
Yes. And it is
welcome.
also at this point that Fish summons up Kekino to have cuddles and recap, then debriefing with Metal, because it's been a while since they saw each other.
Meadow, hello. Hello, everybody. It seemed like a fun party. Lots of exciting things happening, I think.
Yeah, well, you were out for a little bit. You were on the stage there for a second. But it's we just had to put you away, to send you to Granddad, while we were getting some important work done. You understand?
Yeah, but I was still watching, I saw all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you know where the canister board is?
Yes, I know exactly where Kakino hid it.
Okay. Do you think I was being unreasonable by wanting there to be a goodbye?
I think that it would be really nice to have a goodbye, especially with Kekino, because we were playmates. We were in the middle of a big game when we came down here. So I was a pirate ship captain, and Kekino was a commodore in the British Navy. And it
really?
doesn't matter. We're
Why?
in the middle of something,
Which one? So,
Why would he
the other Kakino was Temeraire.
No,
Why would he
Temeraire
wanna
was the
do
giant
that?
tree.
Why would he want to be a British Commodore?
My understanding is that they have big things on their shoulders called epaulette. That
Okay, I guess
Kekino
that does
had,
make
and
up
he
for
had a coat.
colonialism and
He had a
stuff.
coat that other colligionists had made that looked kind of like it, and he wanted to wear it and show it to me. So yeah, it was all that. It was all that thing. Hello, Metal. Hi. Oh, Metal, you'll get to meet Henry. That's really fun. He's really nice because he's my brother. And you'll get to go back. And are you staying with us? And you're having dinner? And that's great. And Kekino just chats with the car ride back.
Yeah. And Fish is like, you can maybe stay for a night, but like I've gotten to the point where my landlady is really sick of all of the guests. I've been
She's
bringing
really
up.
mad.
Okay, we have an entire temple fish.
It's just like a
Yeah.
revolving door around here.
Yeah, and your temple is cold, and you don't have nice food.
Meadow can sleep in the bed with me and May, and we can probably squish.
Oh my
That'd be
god!
okay.
Don't make me fucking picture that.
Ew, gross fish. I'm 23
Actually, I was gonna say,
now.
As you rumble along, heading back to the event, taxi driver staring dead ahead, not acknowledging that a dog is in his backseat.
Bark, 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 bark.
As you head back and are able to pick up Jamal, and Jamal has a little packet of paperwork, 2 packets actually. That one is for May. That is.
Wow.
We don't want to pick her up. Well, we have, but we don't want to make a habit for a while. So she can, Honey.
Creature.
Just see a tail.
Hey. Oh, I know you fucking hear me.
It's her ear
Back
doing,
here,
like,
young
a
lady.
thing.
Yeah, the airplane is. Anyway, sorry, Patrick, go on.
I just put you in full screen so I can watch her.
I also did that.
I did the
also
same.
went on
We
full
all did
screen. As Jamal comes back with some packet of paperwork. One is for May. It seems to be a record of the sale of the date, the donation. That the check cleared, and that May is now obligated to go on a date with Clore, and in as part of it, it has like Clore's like phone number and how to reach her by sending stone, and there is a separate one for Jim Herring. Jamal is like,
This is your problem now.
What do I do with this? Can you,
I guess this.
Fish, can
I
you
guess
just,
that's.
just give this to your brother.
Fish has a look at it. What does it say?
It is that Jim Herring has agreed to a date with and the woman's name for this amount to date of this kind, which is clearly like copied verbatim from a form he turned in, which is dinner and then we'll see, winky face.
And Fish goes, I think I'm ready to take on some extra responsibilities now. I can take care of this one. Puts it away.
Dad, you're getting so responsible.
I
This is great.
am. Yeah. And you're learning directly from me.
Exactly.
You know,
As
take on an extra job if it sounds like you'd have a good time.
you all leave the taxi and get in your own car, headed back towards the temple. It's a little squished. Metal's definitely in the middle seat.
Metal's on someone's lap.
As Metal is on someone's lap, actually. You know what?
Yeah, I
Jamal's
was
in the
doing
trunk.
that math.
Jamal's in the trunk with Skullduggery. As you head back to the as you head back to the temple, getting ready for another night, there is as you get back to the temple, Metal gets to say hi to people, gets to say hi to Beliala, gets to say hi to Rousseau and some of the other people she knows from the temple. Able to meet up with you all, and is clearly exhausted. Really kind of like flagging as she is meeting people and is so excited to be free that it is clearly like wrapped around into God, what a big day. But as she's figuring out the sleeping arrangements, if she'll fit, crawling into bed with May and Cal, which is her
Cal
own
is so
old
mean
bed.
about this. Cal is absolutely like, is this the bed you're going to be sleeping in tonight?
I mean,
Sorry.
That's to May. And May mistakes and is like, no, you're right. I actually think I do need me time.
Cal's like, oh. I thought we mean me time as an actual me time.
Yes, that's what me time typically means, Clintus.
Me time as an, I don't know, indulging in your relationship. Metal goes, what?
Maybe
What relationship?
Relationships are an indulgence. That's an
She has a
interesting
new-
one.
Yeah, Cal's like, she has a new girlfriend.
Really? That's great. What's her
Uh,
name?
Cool. I should.
Like CC Cole Galore?
Yes.
What, are you friends?
Ew.
Ew is the name. Cal's like, oh, ew, interesting. Why ew?
Yeah.
Homophobic?
I just didn't expect that, man. I mean, she was always so, mean, always hanging out with my aunt and
What?
Cal's back got so straight.
having
She
this,
grows an inch.
having all these, I don't know. She was always around, having meetings and things like that. I never really understood. She was just so cold.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
that
so
your
interesting,
aunt?
Metal.
Can May roll insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what specifically for, just like for more information. I think my insight's a +2 at the moment. Where is it? Yeah, that's a 16.
With a 16,
You got a nat 1. You're like, that's another CC call, idiot.
with a 16, Metal seems genuinely confused and is like trying to hide it as soon as Cal like kind of jumped down May's throat about it. Is immediately like, no, it's okay. I'm sure she's great, maybe, but does seem confused of like, why go for that one? This doesn't seem like your type. She's not even nice, and you're kind of like, the person that she's describing doesn't sound like Kalor to you.
Yeah.
But she got the name right. She's just like.
And Claude hasn't mentioned anything about like
Nope.
being
He hasn't.
involved in society matters. I'm just
Nope.
confirming that. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Never
Kalor has
once.
said. Kalor has said, like, I was invited to Metal's wedding because I had some business with various society people, and Lady Intel like buying things for my job, but
yeah.
nothing that was like I've spent a considerable amount of time around her and possibly Metal.
Mm.
Cal, having been given an opening, I will say, it maybe they talk over each other, but I do think she'd jump on this right away. Cal, having been given an opening, she goes, yes, no, I've always found that woman likes to play stupider than she actually is. She is very, very cunning and doesn't seem to be quite friendly to people other than, May. Like when somebody is like, oh, yeah, your boyfriend hit on me at a bar, and so immediately somebody's like, thing.
No, I'm laughing as me because Cal being like, she wasn't very nice. As Cal was very
Yeah, no, absolutely. Cal is like agreeing with Metal, and Metal's like, yeah, she doesn't seem very nice, and everybody else is like, are you who?
Okay, Fish isn't here, but they're this is because this is at the temple, right? They're at
Mhm.
home, so
Yeah.
but like, they'd be in on this if they were here.
Cal calls up Fish to Standing Stone. We're talking shit. Get here. Get here. Get
We're
here.
talking shit. Get here. Bring Henry.
What was the last thing someone said? Like in
We're
Oh,
talking
Cal
shit here.
saying
Bring
like,
Henry.
Cal being like, oh, she just doesn't. She only seems friendly to May.
Is Fish on the sending stone? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Cal's
that's
like, get over
yeah,
here.
that's
We're talking about.
I'm trying to smash. What's going on?
Cal's like, okay, we're talking about Metal and CC Cole are like enemies. Get over here right now.
Oh, okay. Henry, you good? You got dinner McDonald's? Sounds good. All right, I'm coming.
Which K-pop
Yeah,
demon
are we
punch
talking
your
shit
card
about
did he
somebody?
get?
Mira.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's his favorite. He had me go through the drive-thru like 4 times.
Yeah.
um
McDonald's just came to Forsyth, you see.
This is a town of like 300 people plus a weird temple. They're like, that's enough for a McDonald's.
I am joking about this a little, but to make sure Fish is here, Cal was like, oh my god, I just wanted to know we're having a very important conversation about a subject you care very much about.
Oh yeah, I care a lot about
subject.
Subjects.
CC. that chick that May's banging. Yeah, that's
I
I was
think
like, I'll keep
Maeve-
the sending stone on speaker while you get over here.
I think May's genuinely surprised, and also part of her. I've like made this decision, and I got to stick to it now.
I'm gonna double the fuck down.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, she didn't. Well, perhaps she has mentioned before that she was doing business with the society, but as part of her job, not out of a pleasure thing. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe that was.
I
it?
guess that makes it better a little, but it's still, yeah. She was always very cold to me. Just doesn't seem like your type, you know?
She's never been cold to me. I'm sorry, Mel. I'm surprised it doesn't line up with the person I know, I suppose.
She was very warm to me until I started making it clear I was not interested in being her friend, and then there was quite a switch up.
I think
To be
most
fair,
people,
Collisionist.
after you say that you don't want to be their friend, would not be as warm. Just, I think
Yes.
that's how that works.
I mean, if they can't handle a little bit of pushback, then I don't think they are very good at making friends.
May looks at Metal.
May and Metal are like, we're the normal ones here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the same page? Yeah. Okay.
You guys
It's-
all
it's fine.
survived the trial by fire, so I don't know what her problem is.
May and Metal briefly unite. Well, I suppose I'll ask her later. I'm quite surprised.
Yes,
she
no,
behaved that way.
famously that goes well.
With a 16 insight, I think you're thinking back to how she was acting and looking at Metal, or not Metal, after the auction and being like, oh, maybe she was looking at Metal because she was expecting Metal to be like not nice to her or to recognize her and was hesitant for that. And then instead, Chantilly just went, hi, stranger. And Galore went, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just like, it's kind of suspicious now, maybe.
Maybe we'll have to sit with that after she's had the panic of like, oh my god, what?
Kyle's like immediately like, oh yeah, no, you should deal with that. Immediately like puts an arm around Metal and it's like, what do you think this woman is capable of? Oh, no, how deep do you think this goes? I mean, working with your aunt is awful, obviously, but like, could it be worse?
She could be working with Hitler, as far as I know.
I mean, that's probably a step up from your aunt.
Yeah, exactly. As you're
I'm.
Uh,
I just
yeah,
thought
I
the stupidest joke. I'm so
Fish could
sorry.
be here to make it.
Oh, just because speakerphone is still happening, you can just hear them faintly say Hitler didn't kill himself.
You implying something, Fish?
Don't know.
As you head down into the temple and start to get ready, I think a little bit for a party tonight. You're probably going to have it at Fish's place over landlady's objections that she may have, getting everything ready. What is May going to do for her time?
Oh, well, has someone been like to May, oh, we're having a party tonight?
I'm just Metal mentioning it in the car. Yeah.
They were all talking about like, oh, we'll have
It's
dinner.
not like party, but like dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fish
we
is
would
like
definitely go to
a
that.
party. We just did that. We're getting McDonald's and then
Metal, you missed my funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry you died, Fish. You got better, clearly.
It was different though. Hey, oh, hold on a second. You don't even know about this.
Yeah, those nice gloves.
Takes off the glove and it's like, yeah. Yeah. I was in pieces and not all of the pieces were returned to me.
I'm so sorry. Just like it takes her hand is like bending the mechanical fingers.
Oh no, it works. No, it works. It works. Be careful with the gloves, okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. But you weren't at my funeral and you didn't cry over my corpse, which I'm glad that you didn't see my corpse.
Wasn't really much of a corpse.
My remains.
That works.
Sure. Yeah, no, look, Metal, you're here now seeing the alive me, and that's when I'm at my best, arguably.
Yeah. I'm glad you're not in a bunch of pieces, Fish, and I mean that genuinely.
Thank you. And I'm really happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too. It gives another side hug to Fish. You're getting things ready. You're figuring out the sleeping situation. You go to Cal's bed, and it is very neatly tucked in, which is not how you left it.
Cal very, very reluctantly goes to the bedding and smells it.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, man. You may regret doing this, Cal. 14.
Smells a little off, but you're not sure why.
What does Kekino smell? Kekino's got the super sniffer after all.
Yes, he does have a super sniffer, and he also rolled really bad. So let me see how that balances out.
What happens is, I guess we'll see for the roll, but I'm imagining it's like when you go to smell or investigate something, and then your cat goes to investigate it, and you go, no, you're gonna eat that!
Advantage on perception, and that's okay. That's a 13. So he just goes, oh, it smells like Zeke.
Spider-Verse meme.
Yeah.
Cal's like,
why is Zeke out here?
A good question, Kekino. Immediately takes all of her bedding off.
Yeah,
strips the bed.
Fish comes in, they weren't listening in at the door or anything,
burn
like
this.
spraying Febreze.
We're watching the betting for Metal, obviously.
Oh, thank you. No, that's very nice. As we roll along a little bit, coming for tonight, leaving the temple, going and having a little bit of a nice dinner at
Is Metal
Fish's
allowed
house.
upstairs?
Metal is very polite, so probably.
That's
just
where the girls' bathroom
screaming,
is.
crying,
Yeah, that's
shitting
where the
her
girls' bathroom
pants.
is, yeah. I think Metal greets the landlady incredibly warmly, is invited upstairs to take a look at something. Fish tries to follow up the stairs, like, closely. Door slammed in face.
Cal also does check on Jamal and make sure he's not too shook up by the center thing. He's also kind of become paranoid about how Jamal has been acting
He
lately.
is not
Something
invited
seems
to
off.
dinner once again.
Cal invites him to dinner, but in a
And
like, oh, we're
Fish
going to Fish's
uninvites
place.
him.
Yeah.
As you check up on Jamal kind of a little bit before dinner, before dinner starts, he is just getting off the sending stone, you think, with Center. He says, "Oh, yeah, it seems like the African sorcerer named Jones came and grabbed Sinner and brought him back. It seems there was they were going to have a meeting with the African sanctuary about some things that are happening, and some things sort of happened while he was visiting, but nothing too bad. It seems like everything was under control, and so he's just back home, and he wanted to say thank you again for clearing his name.
Yes, all's well that ends well. I'm glad that political disaster did not get any more disastrous.
Yeah, I don't think he needs the distraction right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you doing all right? Everything well with you?
Well, the reflections were a bit trying, perhaps.
Could have
It
been
could have been-
worse.
It could have been worse. Yeah, it
I'll laugh a
could have
little
been
bit.
worse. Yeah. No, it definitely could have been worse. Good to see Metal.
Yes. She's excited to see you.
Oh, I'm glad. I wasn't sure how well she remembered me, I guess.
She visited the temple. You're one of her favorite people.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to assume. I've assumed before, and it's been not true. So,
Like with who?
well, with some of the other delegates from various temples, and some of the sorcerers when I was back at the sanctuary, some of the security team, some of the research team, Grand Mage one time.
If they can't recognize your qualities, that is on them.
Thank you. Let's go to dinner.
Yes.
Gives you a little kiss on the cheek.
Fish is like, no.
Gives you a little kiss on the cheek. Still looking a little sad and contemplative, maybe. As you head out to a nice dinner. Metal gets a tour of the upstairs, meets Henry, and they hit it off pretty well.
Cal's like watching this like a hawk.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, let's see. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
no
go for
like
it.
romantic overtones. Just kind of like, oh yeah, hey, haven't met someone my own age in quite a while. Oh, you just became a sorcerer. You know, I have some tips. You know, that kind of thing. Just getting along well. And Kekino spends a lot of time running around and kind of rubbing up on Metal and like taking Metal to show her different things, taking her to the back porch to show her trees that look like trees, you know, Metal seems to relax a little bit, but you can just see the fatigue start to be building on her. Definitely a combination of had a big day and the whole world is in front of you now, and that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Anything else that happens in the party or the dinner?
Good.
Fish like is actually well behaved towards Jamal in the sense that they completely ignore him because their attention is on like split between Metal seeing that she's okay and May seeing that she's okay, and then looking at Henry and being like, "You good? Yeah, he's fine." So like not really even looking over to Cal, but yeah, like Jamal, he may as well not even be there as far as Fish is concerned.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you are avoiding Cal to the degree that it isn't noticeable if someone was really looking?
I wonder who that could be.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Who wants to theoretically notice that? Definitely.
Cal goes, I love being ignored.
Definitely Jamal. Okay. What about May?
Nah, she's in her own thoughts tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. May is just
Like,
sitting with a drink in hand, staring out the window, just like leaning against it.
Yeah, and Fish like can see that and knows that she needs to have her inside the head time, but also doesn't want to totally lose her. So every now and then they like give her a little nudge and just like,
Right,
yeah,
May?
yeah, we're all good. It's all right.
Yeah. May will like switch back on if you address her directly, but like she's kind of like absently listening. Not really looking at anyone in particular. Yeah.
No, Fish certainly doesn't ask that much of her socially here. Just affirming you're part of the group. We love you.
Yeah. And
that's it. I don't love anyone else.
I love you so much, Metal. I love you so much, May. You other two are here.
I love you too, Cal.
I love you, Hen.
I love you, May. I love you, Metal. I love you, Henry. Kekino.
And I love you, Kekino.
And then there are some strangers in my house.
I love you too, landlady who puts up with my shit.
Love you, plant. Love you, rug.
As the night winds down and you end up heading to sleep for the night. Metal is clearly tossing and turning a little bit. And as you're going to bed, she kind of turns over, in her old bed on her old mattress. Sheets now entirely clean. Crawls over to Cal a little bit and goes, "Hey, Cal. How did you know what you wanted to do?"
Oh, and I mean, what way?
I don't know. If I'm not, working for this sanctuary anymore, and I'm not working for my aunt anymore, and I'm not Lady Vaunt or Lady Dentel, I guess who am I? Is there anything I'm good at?
I mean, you're metal. I mean, truthfully, my entire life I chose to be a researcher. I was much, 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 much older than you than when that kind of path changed. Uh, you can do whatever you want, and then you can change your mind as many times as you want. You can go try to be a necromancer with me. You can go on digs with May. You can not do whatever the fuck Fish is doing. That was a bad idea.
Yeah. No, maybe I get a little more used to freedom, and then I see what Fish is doing.
No.
Because just like you got to be able to say no. Not sure I'm good at that yet.
Yeah, no, don't. I'd rather have you you intern for Isle.
Try a lot of experiences, I guess.
Or no experiences, and just do whatever people tell you to do, and then somehow you're the abbot of a temple.
I don't think that worked out for me, Cal. I've been trying that for a long time. And I think if you're being honest, that's not how it worked out for you either.
I don't know. I mean, I just didn't choose this. It was more.
You also didn't say no either. And
Yeah,
you're a
but
lot better at that than I am.
Okay, I didn't. I didn't want. I didn't want this to go to Tinnitus or Pagan, and maybe sometimes that is the choice. It's just trying to avoid the worst choice, and then you end up being more content than you expected to be.
Yeah. Maybe. Good night, Cal.
Good night.
I love you.
I love you too.
Curl up and go to sleep. Meanwhile, May, in a borrowed cell, staring up at the rock ceiling, not yet having extinguished your lamp for the evening. What is May thinking of?
Where is May's workshop? Like in the temple?
May's workshop is essentially a spare room that's not being used for anything, and you kind of brought some of your tools in here because this is where you're sleeping on the rare times that you're like, I'll give Jamal the bed.
Jamal just comes up to you, hang dog, and it's like, I haven't it's pretty cold in my room. And you're like, okay.
But yeah, you've definitely kind of spread out in this room a little bit. Have some projects kind of in the works here, but you have an actual workspace that's probably not too far. Probably just like a 2 or 3 minute walk through the tunnels, like up one level and then over a bit.
Okay. I feel like May's been laying there for a while, unable to sleep. And she looks over at her bag and goes to reach in for it. And she takes out Cinna's memory stone, which she made one of a matching pair that her and Cinna both have. And in it contains, treasured memory that they have together. And she just stares at it for a bit. And she can't quite bring herself to activate it. And she can't quite bring herself to destroy it either, write it over. And then gets up and goes to work on the rod because she can't stand being in the same room as it.
As you exit out of your bedroom, taking your lamp, sneaking quietly through the halls of the temple, never truly settled. A lot of the necromancers are nocturnal, so while it's quiet here, it's not dead silent. As you make your way to your workshop, pull out your pull out the rod and start examining it, tinkering with it. You may have been able to acquire like a little safe for it for safekeeping. Um, as you examine it, I think you perhaps have to take off or out your magical accoutrement and like move them away from you just to keep like interference at a minimum. And that includes pulling out your sending stone.
Yeah.
Has it has connections to your friends and their sending stones.
And Sinner and
Had
Kalor.
connection to Sinner, to Kalor. And I think just as you're setting it off to the side, mind on Sinner, mind on Kalor, it starts ringing.
Who is it?
Who do you hope it is?
Ooh. I think May's instinctive thing is that she hopes it's Sinner, and then she quickly, as you do, and then turns to see who it actually is.
It is actually the connection that you use for the Maharu to book jobs.
Oh.
The Maharu is calling you. And in that moment where you hope it's Sinner and you recognize yourself as hoping it's Sinner and push that down, you get this call.
May answers. Clearing the throat of like, yes, I'm awake. I'm awake and I'm here and I'm
Hello, Miss Gladly?
yes, this is Miss Gladly speaking. To whom do I have the pleasure?
This is Speaker Heron of the Maharu. I've been given your number to reach out and ask you to please. I don't know if you're in the middle of anything, but if you could get here right quick, we'd really appreciate it.
Right.
You can kind of hear him like stepping away from the sending stone for a minute to like talk to people, just like little snatches of conversation, like he's in the middle of something kind of important, drawing his attention back and forth.
Okay. May says, like, with genuine, like, she's being genuine here, not trying to be like rude or anything. She's like, I'm currently not. It's night where I am at the moment. If it's an emergency, I absolutely can get there. I just want to check, what does right quick mean in this situation?
Yes, of course. Yes, sir. The Maharu has a bit of an emergency on his hands and needs your help in consultation imminently. And if there's anyone else that you trust to solve a problem discreetly, we will need you.
Right. Well, let me go speak to my compatriots, and I'll get there as soon as possible. Send through the details.
Of course, just there is a time factor here that is very important, and anyone that can, with your expertise, or who can solve problems or anything like that. There's been a break-in in the museum.
Night at the museum.
I see. Let me get back to you very quickly.
Of course, we'll be waiting.
May hangs up. You did, Ike. We've just had a call being like, there's an emergency. The museum has been broken into. We need you to step.
Also, before that, Patrick was like, who do you hope is calling you? And at least like,
Junior.
Okay, Bay immediately goes to rouse Cal, and by extension Metal, and on the
Yeah,
way
Metal's
to
like clomped onto her.
Yeah.
Cal
Yeah.
is like is like basically still has like her reading light on and is just like reading
Yeah.
as Metal is like
and on the way
She's like,
there,
May, what's the emergency? And Metal is like on top of her, like hand on her face, just snoring.
on the way there rings Fish, because I imagine it's probably like not, she has time to do so, and says, does Fish pick up? I guess is the question.
Sure, Fish is up. They're cleaning up after dinner. I think it's not too it's the timeline isn't unreasonable to say that they would still be doing that because they would be procrastinating.
Yeah, they'd be fapping.
disassociating. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like cooking
Kekino's
dishes.
Kekino's
Yeah.
asleep.
You know.
Henry kind of just went to bed. You were putting off doing anything until you didn't have anyone more to talk
And you
to.
can really procrastinate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, huh?
I've just gotten a call from the Maharu asking me to make an emergency visit. There's been a break-in at the museum. Do you want to come? It's something
Sure.
to do.
Yeah, sure. No, sounds good. I'll come along. Meet you at the temple.
Yes, I'm just going to get Collisionist now. And perhaps
Okay.
Metal, I suppose. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. And Fish leaves a note for Henry, like, "Dear son," scribbles that out. "Dear Henry, have gone to get milk and cigarettes."
Took Kekino. Just
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Money is on the table.
Use sending stone to call if needed. May has some shit happening.
Don't relapse.
P.S. Help me get upstairs.
Can you go upstairs? What's going on?
Yeah, no, like leaves a note for Henry so that he will know that it's like, Dad's away at work. But
Dad's
yeah,
getting milk.
Kekko's coming. Yeah.
And May heads over to Cal's room and does the very light knock because she's not sure if someone's still awake. She thinks Cal is probably awake, but assumes.
Yeah, Cal's like, can't answer the door, just come in.
Okay. May steps in. Turns around
Into the bed
and
by Metal.
sees the wrapping of limbs platonically, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. And says,
Metal has not slept in a bed with another person probably since you guys had a sleepover at the sanctuary 2.5 years ago. It's absolutely
I don't even.
Cal is a giant
It
teddy
wasn't.
bear.
I'm sorry to correct you. It wasn't at the sanctuary. It was Connie's farm.
Oh.
Jesus.
I think there was some point that they slept in Metal's room. I remember that.
Oh yeah, there were but that was the first sleepover, and Metal did make a point of being like, "This is my first ever sleepover."
Yeah.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
But
But yeah, it's platonic. Cal is like a giant teddy bear.
Yeah. May says, "Oh, you're quite trapped, aren't you?"
I mean, she does wake if you start rapidly shaking her.
Most people do. I've just gotten a call. There's an emergency there, and someone's broken into the museum, and they want me there ASAP. Did you want to come with?
I'm yes, no. If you'd like the company.
Well, I figure
Interesting.
the investigative team back together. Should I wake up Metal?
I mean, she will. I don't know. Give her the opportunity. She was just having a complete life crisis about not knowing her career. Maybe she wants to be good museum security.
So rapidly, you said.
Yeah. Cal's like, do you want my assistance or will you want to get some frustration out?
No, just start shaking her.
She goes and like groans and rolls away from Cal to her own side of the bed. You gotta like chase her down.
Yeah. Investigator Metalvort. This is not the behavior I've come to expect of the Sanctuary's finest.
Hey, what are you doing here? I can roll over.
No, there's I'm about to go to an investigation. Do you want to come with?
Investigation?
Maybe I shouldn't bring her. This might look badly on me, actually, now that
No, I want to go
That'd
on
be
an
cruel.
investigation.
it would be cruel, but can she talk without sounding like that at this stage
That's
in the
what
night?
cold water is for, May.
That's true. Do you have any?
She can do it to herself. She's an elemental.
May starts doing the very gentle, like it would be a slap if it were any harder. Metal,
Yeah.
darling.
Oh, hi May.
Metal, welcome to the world of the living. Got an emergency investigation. Do you
If it's an emergency and you think I could help, yeah.
are you an investigator or aren't you?
Just starts
Technically,
crying.
no. Yeah, technically,
Metal, at heart.
yeah, maybe, yeah, no, yes, yes.
May puts
Yes.
her
You
hands
say
on
yes
Metal's
to
shoulder.
things now. Cal
and,
taught me that.
pushes her back to look at Cal and is like, or is this one of the things where she wants to say no? And I don't mind really. I just thought she might want to come along.
No, this reads as enthusiastic Metal to me.
Right.
She's like grabbing her, her getting her boots out from the closet, being like, "Do I have pants for you? Want pants? Is this a skirt situation? This seems like a pants situation."
I would like pants, yeah.
All right, here's your trousers.
I'm going to go get my tools. Fish is meeting us out the front. I'll see
Alright.
you 10 max, I assume.
All right. Yes, how cold?
How cold is it, Patrick? Where is their museum?
It's it's the British Museum in London, which is kind of foggy and a little chilly. It's sort of late spring or so at this point, so it's as warm and sunny as it's going to get, which is not a ton, but it's not going to be freezing. Yeah.
Cal's like the Maharu Museum. She's like, would they want they want a necromancer there, or should I just be flying under the radar?
Let's stay under the radar just for now.
All right. Gets the scooches the huge rack
Of black
cleric robes and starts getting into the Claire outfits, picks out a pair of jeans, trousers, trousers.
And then May
And is Metal like, oh, you look so cute.
It's like a little adventure outfit.
May goes back to her room, packs her things, again, has a moment of looking at the memory stone, and takes it out and then goes out the front.
All right. As you're heading out the door, you call the Maharu back and get Heron again, and almost instantly, Grilla, the teleporter, comes here.
I was like, "Hey, girlfriend!"
Oh, Fish is just shy of kicking Adrian in the face to get her to leave them alone at the front. Just saying.
Yeah. Where are you going? Can I help?
No, no, fuck off. Yeah, go babysit my kid. He's twice your age.
I don't listen to you. I only receive orders from the abbot.
And Master Gladly.
And Master Gladly. As Adriana is trying to figure out where you're going late at night, Cal is probably giving Jamal a really quick rundown of okay, so this is what we're doing. We got that meeting next week. Hopefully I won't be gone that long, but this is how you handle it. If so, keep in touch. Just leaving the sanctuary stuff.
Metal's coming with us. She's having a life crisis. You know what it is.
Metal ends up getting Metal
Jamal
ends
is
up
like
getting
cute and stubbly, so she gives him a little like kiss on the chin, corner mouse.
mhm. Very
Fish is like
sweet.
in a doorway.
Metal's watching and goes.
Fish is
And
fully outside. If Jamal doesn't come outside, they don't see him.
Jamal's wearing his fucking Project Hail Mary like nerdy t-shirts. I wear
Yeah.
the shirt periodically.
As you've given Metal one of your extra trunks and have filled it with probably some clothes that is nice-ish but a little girlish that she
Yeah, like
donated
clothes
to
that
you for
yeah,
alterations.
as they say, clothes that fit both of us.
Yeah. She is heading off with you, ready for a adventure slash new finding purpose in her life. So a lot of pressure on a late night trip. When Grilla, the teleporter, shows up and says, "Hello,
Good to
greetings.
see you again.
Good to see you as well. We are traveling to London, I believe.
Indeed.
Yes.
Is this is all? Very well. And just like that, you find yourself from one moment to the next. You know, a very very quiet, contemplative night after a big welcome party to kind of just like the old days, all of you running out to head last minute on a big adventure. And as you disappear from the hills outside the temple and appear just outside a very grand hall, a marble facade that May would very quickly recognize as very much in the good part of town. As a man is stepping out into the now drizzling rain, holding an umbrella over your head. Please come in. We will tell you everything that we know now. Welcome.
Lead the way.
And as you enter, the hall, May looking up and seeing the symbol of the Maharu, once again, ridiculous and incomprehensible for how it's butchered hieroglyphics. You enter a place you've never been before, even something of a headquarters for the Maharu. As the umbrella is shaken off and you all step in, you see a gaggle of people here, all speaking over each other. Clearly, Maharu leadership. Definitely almost all men. And as they're speaking and whispering to themselves, seeing you come in, a few of them split off and rush over. There is clearly there's very clearly a like receptionist stand, a big desk for someone to keep the riffraff out. Another number of small closets heading off the door. Clearly, this is a place of servants. There are not servants here now, as powerful men you've spoken to before at various meetings. You recognize bankers. You recognize old nobles. You recognize some sorcerers. Taking your coats, taking your bags, and putting them away, hustling you through. Welcome. Right this way.
Fish does not allow any of their things to be taken. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair enough. As you are hustled into a drawing room nearby, a bunch of, to May's eye, a combination of genuine Egyptian artifacts and reproduction tchotchkes that you would sell to tourists or have been decorating the shelves of the tables. Everything on the table has been taken off, put on the floor, even things that are very valuable and historically significant, in order to spread a amount of paperwork over the table. And as these paperwork is spread out, this man who welcomed you, Mr. Heron, says, thank you for coming on such short notice. We've had a major break-in at the museum with a collection that was donated from the Maharu archives. We are missing a number of items, but we think we have a lead on who the thief is.
Right. Forgive me, but how may I assist?
We understand by reputation that you were an investigator of some kind, and as a member of the Maharu in good standing, we thought you could keep things quiet and trusted your judgment on bringing in others that could keep it quiet.
A matter of fact, yes, I'm actually accompanied by, well, my fellows here have worked private investigations for me in the past, and is going to give the others they want to. I'm assuming Cal would be Claire Dennis. I don't know whether Fish would be Fish. Like,
Fish is very quiet and low key, so maybe be concerned.
yeah.
But they go, oh, yep. That's Fish worked for the sanctuary for a period of time. Yep, investigator. I've been all sorts of things.
Oh, you worked under Miss Gladly then. That's good to know.
Oh yes,
Wait.
she's a fantastic leader.
Me laughing. May just looks at Fish and like appreciation for reading the room. Then May turns to Cal.
Or Cal's like, Claire Dennis, I've worked for Miss Gladly as well.
That's excellent. And we trust that you will all keep what you may see or hear within these halls secret. We are gentlemen that like our privacy, if you know what I mean.
Quite understandable.
And Fish is like, yeah.
I'm also a gentleman.
Sure.
Privacy.
I also like your privacy. As the other gentlemen kind of scatter some papers and find seats for you to sit down, Mr. Heron says, "Very well. We'll get into what we know, but first, I want to share with you our lead suspect. He was spending quite a bit of time around the museum, and we have found some magical traces that we believe that it may be key to apprehending him. His name is Kitsune Moshibiri. And as he slides the folder across the table with
And Fish.
what is clearly a like security camera shot from within the museum. You can see like Assyrian artifacts and like things like that. And Kitsune is going up to the camera.
Oh, like in The Mask, when there's the freeze frame with him with the money.
Yeah.
Fish like kind of goes like jolts and is like, yeah, that what a devious character.
I'm actually familiar with Mr. Kitsune. I have worked with him
You've hunted in the past.
Yes.
You've hunted in the past.
Yes. Well, I'm familiar with him more than I would like to be. I must say I'm curious that he's dared such a significant heist. So what was taken precisely?
We have the list here. And what is brought forward to you is a description of a number of items. Most of them are fairly minor value, like obviously of historical significance, but not necessarily valuable to a private collector. There's a lot of small figurines of various kinds and clay vessels, things like that. The most important thing that has been taken is there is on the is a canoptic jar that was fully taken, and you're looking at this stuff. There's also a couple of other things that are not Egyptian that it was taken, mostly idols from Babylon, old relief carvings, some statues, some real, some reproductions. But you're looking at the items that were taken from the that are clearly Egyptian, and you're familiar enough with the Egyptology of the British Museum to know that these don't seem familiar to you for their like permanent collection, and they said they were donated. And as you're thinking through that, and Heron says, we also have an image of the canoptic jar. From our research, we understand that's perhaps the most valuable item and is the one we are most interested in recovering. And slides a picture to you. Give me a history check with advantage.
That's an 18, but I'm going to boost it to 22.
You took this picture.
When? When did I take this? Let me guess. Before Howard fucked me over.
You took this picture as one of the very last hurrahs before Howard fucked you over. This is a canoptic jar that Howard found in a tomb just a little bit down from what would eventually be discovered as Tutankhamun's tomb. This was a canoptic jar of what is believed to be a major magi or a high priest, someone who is not as a pharaoh, but perhaps a trusted servant of Tutankhamun's. This is something that Howard Carter claimed and would have gotten credit for when it was sent to first the Egyptian Museum, then probably the British, actually. as the Speaker Heron says, do you recognize it?
I certainly do.
It's very famous.
Yes, it is.
We are not sure if Mr. Oceanberry was purposely targeting the exhibit celebrating the life and achievements of Dr. Howard Carter, but enough items were stolen from them that it seems like.
Interesting. I have to ask, I don't suppose the Maharu has any secret enemies that might wish to make somewhat of a statement? I'm under the impression for others, if he's paid adequately, it wouldn't be surprising to me if someone's taking advantage of that.
A mercenary, then. There's, well, there are always those who are the enemies of progress, of those who would deny the power of our faith, influence of our rights. But no one immediately springs to mind.
I see. I was going to say, as Ellie, that May absolutely has kept Cal and Fish up to date of, like, I think they're wankers, and I'm figuring out what's going on. I'm going to take them down.
Oh, I'm just totally on board, but they're just kind of standing there like,
uh-huh.
right in my fucking eyes.
Yeah. And says, right, well, I suppose my first question is, can I examine the site?
Of course, we just, it's late in the rain. We wanted to get you up to speed. But yes, we can, we'll have the museum open for you immediately. And the
We can
police,
walk and talk, darling. Let's go.
the police cleared out, so you can examine things personally. As you get the umbrellas back, get your stuff back, and start heading out into the night. And as you walk into the night, headed to the museum, you start to perhaps reckon with the fact that you are now helping the organization you swore to destroy. Maybe this is a betrayal of some kind. Maybe this is a way to bring them down from the inside. As you walk down the Thames past St. Paul.
At the very least, that's my fucking job. I want that fucking job back.
Yeah, Katsuna can't steal it because I want to steal it. As you head to the museum. And what we will find in the museum, we will save for next time on Well Dressed Bones.
Oh, I said 1:30. Are we wrapping
Oh,
up?
I'm like, I know that the museum stuff is going to kick off things that are going to take longer. So it's I'm just like, I don't think we have an hour's left of content left. I think we're gonna start at 3
5
hours.
hours.
Yeah, and we're gonna end up running out of time and stopping in a weird place. So yes, with that, we will end today's session of Well Dressed Bones, as Metal is now safe and free and rejoining your party, at least temporarily, and you are given a new mission from people you hate and who suck, who are helping you, find stuff that belongs to you that they shouldn't have, that was stolen, all while you are seemingly helping helping your fucking ex-husband. And with that, we will end today's episode of Well Dressed Bones.